Let me show y'all who my special guest is.
And we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride
What's up, y'all? It has been a little over a week, but we are back with another video. And today I have a special guest for you guys. We will be juicing today, but let me show y'all who my special guest is. Here's our special guest, ladies and gentlemen, my wonderful, lovely, handsome, supportive husband. He went to the store and got the things that we will be juicing with. Look, the babies missed him. So yeah, we're gonna get this stuff a little organized and I will be right back so we can get to juicing and tell y'all what we juicing and all the benefits of it. So be right back, y'all. All right, so while baby's getting ready, I will show you guys the juices that we'll be making. The first one has oranges, carrots, red apples, and ginger. The second one contains purple cabbage, pineapple, key lime, and red grapes. Now, I did a quick little Google search here, and it explains some of the benefits of these juices. And I mean, there's a lot of benefits, and I would recommend you guys taking a quick Google search for yourself to see if these things can benefit you. But I went ahead and did a quick little Google search. And as always, please consult your doctor before doing any of this. Prime example, my husband has recently been diagnosed with diabetes, so he will not be partaking in these juices with me because juices, they do have their own natural sugars, and that is not always good when it comes to diabetics because the glucose situation, okay? So always, always, always make sure you consult your physician. Now, he did get this watermelon. Not sure what we'll be doing with that and if this is even included in our juicing because he loves watermelon. So he might just snack on it just a little bit when he's low, okay? So he's gonna get these things all rinsed off and ready for our juicing session. So one moment, be right back. All right, y'all, so he is starting. So I was thinking, while you chop everything, what you think about a Q&A?
I'll be your Q if you could be my A.
Yeah, y'all see what I deal with? I love him. So I'm thinking, what kind of Q&A? You want to do a relationship Q&A about our relationship?
Sure, why not? What you gonna tell these people that they don't already know?
Okay, so let me ask you from your mouth, how are you enjoying marriage so far?
The same way I was enjoying my relationship.
And how's that?
I get to do what I want to do. Nah, in all seriousness, she gonna beat me.
I am so gonna beat you.
You know, we recently had a few setbacks, I guess, and just knowing that I have a person to have my back, like literally at the worst point of my life, is it's a feeling that I never had before. It's just really good to know that I don't have to figure everything out by myself, and I don't have to carry the weight of the world on my own shoulders. So just having you as a partner, it's just really, I don't even know the word for it for real. It's just something I never had.
Aww,
Don't make me bust on camera.
No, I think the same applies to me. Seriously, like I have never been in such a healthy space. Even like when we have moments, how we're able to like talk through and get through those moments. I've never had that before. So I appreciate you for that, for real, like showing me that side of a healthy relationship. Let's see what else I got for you. Okay. So for those who do not know, there is an age gap between Curtis and I, which is 11 years. I'm the oldest. And a lot of people can view that as something negative. Now, me, on the other hand, I was a bit hesitant about it, but he wasn't. And we're adults. So, what was it, Curtis? You had no reservation. You had no reservation at all. I know you came from a relationship where you were the younger of the two, but like, and also I have a child. So how was that for you coming into a situation with a woman that has a son per se and I'm older, so how was that?
I don't know. I didn't view it any different. I chased you, so like I knew what I was getting into. But I feel like the whole child thing is with anything. If you're a person that's gonna pursue someone else with a child, no matter the age or the gender, you have to be ready to have a relationship with that child outside of the person that you're pursuing. Mm-hmm. So for me, like I said, I already knew everything that came with you. So I knew everything that was required when I started pursuing you. So that was easy for me.
Okay, and I love the relationship that you and Jermaine have. I love the relationship that y'all have outside of me. I love it, like how y'all would go on trips and he took his first airplane ride and all of that. Like, I hadn't even experienced that at that point, but I love that y'all were able to go and travel and he was introduced to your family and we love all of y'all. So I just thought that was really dope that y'all established that bond outside of me. You know, that was important for me because I had that relationship with my daddy outside of my mama. Me and my daddy would have some deep conversations. That man was my vault. Like, I just thought, you know, coming from a blended family, the way that you just hop right in and, I don't know, it just reminded me so much of my dad, you know? Your mans.
Nah, I don't know because... Nah, I'm kidding.
Let's see. What else I got?
A package.
I ordered
all this stuff from Amazon.
I ordered some strings from yesterday. Okay. Just like you get your man cave in your basement, I need something to do too.
I'm not buying stuff every other day.
Okay, so let me see. What is your... Okay. What is one thing about me that you dislike? And be totally honest, it's okay.
One thing about you that I dislike is like when you get out the tub and you be like, babe, you gonna rub me down? And I be like, yeah, I got you. And then you be laying there and you be like, I'm really getting dry. Like I said, I'm gonna do it, so be patient.
Cause I really be getting dry. That is too funny. Oh, let's see.
No, you gotta answer the question.
You want to know one thing about you?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know one thing about you that I dislike the most? What would it be? You know what it is? It is, I don't know. Okay, so you know how like if we're out and somebody asks you like, oh, so what are you cooking? Now, mind you, I cook all the time. But the first thing you say,
I don't cook.
Yeah, you say that. Is that the truth?
Have y'all seen me cook?
Is it the truth?
Have y'all seen me cook?
So y'all know where I'm going with this. Okay, so he cooks, y'all. He cooks all the time. I don't know why he don't want nobody to know he cooks. And it's actually really good food. So I don't understand it.
The lies you tell.
Okay. We gonna see if we can get you on the channel to cook one day.
Yeah,
I have. If y'all go through the videos or the shorts or something, I know it's in there somewhere.
Yo, edit and make everybody look like they do everything.
Okay. Let's see, what else do I have? How did you know did you know on our first date if you wanted to pursue me or not? And if you did, what was it about me that made you want to pursue?
Well, firstly is, of course I want, don't be coming at my education. Firstly is, I knew I wanted to pursue you before our first date, okay? Because that's, you know, what pursuing is. But, in the midst of my pursuit, you know, I felt like when I paid for the first date, which was a bit pricey, and it's not, I wasn't trying to impress you or anything. I just happened to want to go to that restaurant. And I thought you might like it. But the fact that you offered to pay for the second one, for the second date, it made a lasting impression on me that made you stand out from dates that I had previously, it showed me that you weren't just with me for, you weren't spending time with me for a free meal or always what you could
I
get
was
from
hungry.
me.
I said I could eat.
Stupid. But just, it's like, I don't know if y'all know, but me personally and a couple of friends in my circle, we're always like, we don't want to look like a goofy or a stain. So a lot of men lead with money, and that's an easy way to become a victim to some of these women who have no intention on even like you. But these women that don't have an intention on or an interest in you, they're just using you for what you can get. So the fact that you just, like I said, the offer was just enough. Not that you paid, and make sure you tell these people you didn't pay, because you didn't. Just the offer was like a breath of fresh air. So that just made you stand apart from some of the other people that I've dated in the past.
I think for me,
You gonna tell your favorite story?
what? Oh, the first date?
No.
No, what?
Okay.
No, so look, I'm thinking for me, what made you, well, okay. So initially, like I said, I was hesitant, but I will say like something about our first date like really stood out to me. And it was your love for your mother.
My car was really clean?
No.
I know. That's what it was.
No, like seriously though, it was the love for your mom. We were sitting there, we were eating, we were having a good time, we were laughing at everything, and you just randomly looked me in my face and said, "You don't have a problem with me being close to my mom."
Not too rolling your neck.
Boy, if only they could see me. You was like, "You don't have a problem with me being close to my mom, do you?" And I'm looking at you like, who hurt you? Because if my mama or daddy would have called at that very moment, we would have had to leave and go check that out. So I thought that was so dope because you instantly told me how close you and your mother were and the love that y'all had, and you spoke so highly of your aunt and your grandmother. So for me, when men have that connection to the women in their family, and you wasn't
I'm not a mama's boy.
Nah, you definitely not a mama's boy, but you for sure look out for the women in your family, and I love that. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now we're dating, right? We're dating. No, I'm talking about at that point. At that point, we were dating. Were you nervous to introduce me to your family?
Negative.
Why not?
I told you were different. It was okay. You wasn't somebody that I had to take care of, or you wasn't somebody that was out to use me for everything. And as defensive as I am with my family, they're just as defensive as me. And we see people for who they are. Honestly, my people see people for who they are before I do. Because, when you're dating, you kind of block out some of the red flags because you quote unquote like the person.
Been there.
But I actually felt like you were a genuine person, and like I said, you didn't strike me as the type of person who was out for self. So no, I wasn't worried.
Me? I wasn't worried.
Yes, you were.
I wouldn't say I was worried.
You want me to meet your mom? Nope, because it wasn't even my mom. It was my aunt.
No, I'm going to tell you why, though. I'm going to tell you why. Well, for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, I've dated, but I don't introduce everybody to my parents. So for me...
Everybody ain't beat my parents either.
No, I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying that they did, but I don't know. It's just like, well, you met my daddy because, so I was doing your hair and my daddy came by and y'all met, but we weren't dating. We weren't dating at that time.
Who wasn't dating?
Me and you.
I was dating you.
Whatever. So it's like me and you were cool, and I knew you from work in passing, but I didn't know you. And then when my sister said, "Girl, if you don't do something to this man's hair," she wanted me to braid your hair because she said you was at work and your hair was all over the place. And so when you came over and my dad came over, I think about that. I think about that now, like even today, how y'all just clicked. Y'all were talking about cars and, I don't know. It was just, I'm hesitant on introducing people to my parents and my child for that matter. So Jermaine was like, what, 12. So outside of big Jermaine and one other person, he never really like had a male around him. So I was kind of nervous about that. You see how every time you drop me off after our dates, he was standing there. He was standing there.
Kissing you. Yeah, I saw that.
But he, in regards to my parents and him, that's like super, super, super sacred for me. So I just always have to make sure it's right. It's a good vibe. It's not toxic. It's not, because I don't want to have people in and out of my life, let alone my parents' life. So I was kind of hesitant, but it just kind of flowed organically, I think. It flowed pretty good. And my parents loved you. My dad loved you. My mom loves you to this day. It's, oh, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Curtis. So let's see. Let me think of a tough one.
Ain't nothing tough, because I'm going to keep it a buck.
Okay. So now this is not a tough one, but it's a very important topic in relationships.
My PlayStation?
Boy. No, when you knew that my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses and that I studied and I learned things, and like I didn't want to celebrate holidays, I didn't want to celebrate birthdays, like I believed what I was learning. And now that we're dating at this point, did that have any effect on you and how you did things, or did you feel any type of way about that?
No. My people are Baptist, but I was never really big on the holidays. I like that my family was always around for those things, but like the actual holidays didn't really resonate with me too much. And at that point in my life, I had some things happen to me spiritually that kind of drifted me away from the church. But I always believed in a higher power. So, you know, me being on my journey to find the truth, I can only be open to receive information or advice, ponder on that, and make my own decision based on what resonates with me as a person. So what you believe or your practices had nothing to do with, well, I mean, I guess it could have turned me off, but no, it didn't. You know, I can only getting to know a person getting to know a religion is the same as getting to know a person. You can only listen to that person and evaluate if that's something that you can deal with. And for me, that wasn't a deal breaker. So it's just like, okay, so now what?
And I love that answer because, again, it makes me think about my dad, how when my mom started studying, he would be at home with multiple Bibles, like getting it for himself, you know, and it had to touch him in his own way because that's his relationship with Jehovah. So that's huge. That's huge. And I appreciated that you went to the hall with us and you were open to it and you're open to all of that, you know. That's huge.
I opened these oranges, didn't I?
I'm so sad you can't juice. You can't. I'm so sad about that.
I can't juice. I'm doing it right now.
I mean, you're juicing, but you can't drink the juices. But I appreciate you doing this with me. You know I'm only using you for your muscles. Because I don't want to be chopping up no fruit.
I don't have no muscles.
You got muscles. Y'all see his muscles? Let's see. What other questions can I ask Mr. Nelson? Oh, I got a good one. When you and my daddy was sneaking around talking all this marriage stuff, and I didn't know nothing about it. And I'm usually kind of nosy, but I'm glad I didn't know about this one because it was like, I was super shocked. But what got you to the point after we had been dating, what, 6, almost 7 years?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Alice. So before you get all these women in these comment sections trying to bite my head off, I wasn't ready to ask you after 6 years, okay? Money situation kept getting in the way. Every time I got up a little bit of money to get the ring that I wanted, So, you know, when I would take your dad to some of his doctor's appointments, we'd be sitting there talking because he was squeezing you for information. I don't know how you didn't know
he was squeezing me.
Yeah, because he'd tell me. We'd be sitting in the car, and I'd be like, you know that's him. You know that's him. But he'd be like, she likes this one, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, that one's only this many carats or whatever. And I was like, no, you know, I don't, because you don't like anything. You don't like anything at all. I'm like, babe, what you want to do? Mm-hmm. Babe, what you want to eat? Mm-hmm. Well, I always got to pick. So I was like, okay, you know what? I just got to make, you know, I got to make sure it's the biggest one, the best one I can get. And then I got, you know, a little bit of money, and then something happened. Then I got a little bit more money, and then, oh babe, this Equinox, I love it. and then, oh my God, a puppy. And then, you know, we got the house, and, you know, just stuff happened.
Daddy was squeezing me. I'm stuck on that.
Yeah, he was. I was going to buy 3 different rings.
I can't believe this. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I was going to buy one, and I sent it to him, and then I was really surprised because I sent it to him, and then you was like, hey, can I see your phone? And I didn't even think about it. That was the last person I said. So you must have swiped off the screen really quick after you unlocked it. But
that is funny.
Yeah, no, it's not that it took so long. It's just, you know, the funding is what took so long. Because contrary to what you believe, I ain't rich.
Whatever.
But yeah, no, it was just, you know, finding the ring, finding the right one. And then when I thought I found the right one, I had to make sure it wasn't small. Because, you know, you would have been, somebody tell me all the time, oh, well, you could have brought me anything. I would have loved it.
You could have.
Yeah.
You could have proposed for a ring pop.
So you give me that back. I'll go buy a ring pop and then we'll see what's what. Right?
Nah, but you know, when we were years in, I did think like, oh my gosh, like what's to him? But I didn't want you to rush it. And I was thinking that because of the age difference, I wanted to make sure that you were ready just because I'm of a certain age and I'm ready. I didn't want to force you.
You are years older than me.
But don't play with me. I mean, I am, but don't play with me. Oh, let's see. What else do I have?
Tell the people your favorite story. I think you should tell them your favorite
What
story.
is my favorite story?
In the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah. See, that's something for sure. Knock it off. Okay, so I'll tell it. I'll tell it. And I think it's because I've always been so independent. Like I had my parents' assistance, which I am still to this day, like so grateful for. But while dating, I carried the weight. I carried a lot of the weight. So the situation where it's like the middle of the night, and I got a notification on my phone. At first, I thought it was like spam or something, so I almost ignored it. But the IRS, I did. Oh my goodness, this is so embarrassing.
Make sure you tell them how you was.
Whatever. So I got locked out of my bank account because I owed the IRS. Now I knew because I have a bomb tax lady. I knew I owed, so this was like 100% my fault that I didn't pay it right away. So I forgot, and it just rolled over. And oh my goodness, they locked my account. They put a freeze on my account, and when I called, they told me that it was like government. It was the government. Whatever it was, they said. I know I started freaking out because like my bills were coming up. Everything was coming up. And you were just so calm. Like, babe, just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. And I can't sleep. My brain is going a million miles a minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, how am I pay my bills? How am I do this? And you kept saying, just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. And you realize like this girl is not going to go back to sleep. You got up. I just know you got up and you put that money in my account, and they immediately, boy, you do not play with the IRS, boy, because they immediately took that money and unfroze my account. And then the next day while I was at work, you sent me extra money. And I'm like, is this an accident? Like, what is happening? So I called you like, did you send me money? Because it wasn't a small amount of money. I'm like, did you send me some money? He was like, yeah, you know, that situation last night, I wanted to make sure you had like spending money too. I have never, ever experienced someone like financially looking out for me while dating. And that's so sad to say, because that means the dating pool got a lot of turds in it. I have never experienced that, and I thought that was really dope. Like, you looked out for me. You made sure I was good with the IRS, made sure the bills was paid, made sure I had spending money. And I just was so shocked. You should have saw me. I was calling Tammy like, girl. But that was so dope of you. I've never had that before.
I don't think that it's necessarily people don't want to look out for you while they're dating. But, you know, there are a lot of women, especially with social media being such a big thing and all these boss chick eras and, you know, women wanting to be so competitive with men financial-wise. Men are afraid to be providers because they don't want to be getting taken advantage of.
I get that. I definitely get that. All right, babe. One last question.
Good, because I'm done.
Look at that, y'all.
Oh, I got to cut the watermelon.
Are we even going to use that? Let's see what we can do without it. And y'all know that this Coovin's Auto 10 is the star of the show. Y'all know I love this thing. But, okay. Last question. And I know it's a difference. So, how do you feel about me now, today, as opposed to how you felt when you first started developing feelings?
Well, when I first started developing feelings, I just thought you was cute. And now you just get on my nerves.
Okay.
No, seriously. No, the first part was serious. But no, you don't get on my nerves. Now, I don't know, like I said earlier, I'm able to share everything with you, the good and the bad, and not feel bad about it. So, I guess comfortable would be the word.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the same. I think because when we first started like dating, I thought you were tall and brown and handsome.
And medium.
Yeah, you were really small. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad you eat. But I thought you were really handsome. But I mean, obviously when you first start like dating somebody, it has to be like a physical attraction, and I thought you were handsome. But throughout this time and today, like, you've made me feel secure, you've made me feel safe, you've made me feel all of these things that I've never experienced. Like, I feel like I literally have a best friend with you. Like, you're my boy, Tammy. But you just, I don't know, you're my best friend, and I love you.
I love you too.
All right, let's start this juicing. You ready?
Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be. Yeah. Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be. Yeah. Are you gonna be? 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 me. Still in love, so in love, still in love with me. Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be.
All right, baby. Thanks for getting me set for the rest of the week. I have my juices. Ooh, ooh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
How much?
I appreciate you so much that we're done now and you can go and play 2K with the guys.
Because the guys need me.
I know the guys need you. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys get in tune with juicing because it is amazing. It has awesome benefits. And until the next video, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, bye.
And we can ride the boogie, share that heat of love. I wanna ride.